Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Rwitobroto Mukherjee. And to introduce myself a little bit, I am an actor and primarily I am an art practitioner, or as you can say, I strictly believe this that uh, I am not yet capable enough of calling myself an artist, but I can call myself an artisan, somebody who's still practicing, somebody who's still trying to figure out the ways and methods to become an artist. And that act of becoming an artist, or that act of trying to become somebody, is something that I love dearly, and something that we will talk about today. Also, to introduce myself furthermore, I am a student. I have been very much interested in academics for the longest time, and I have just completed my formal academics, and I'm still looking forward to working in academics. I have been a student of comparative literature from Jadavpur University, and other than that, beyond acting and beyond student, I am also uh, a lover of creativity in whichever form it comes. And that creativity is not just something you do by yourself. I also believe in creating something together, and that is why I think this is a fantastic platform. Thank you so much to TEDx, and thank you so much to IEM for organizing this wonderful platform and giving me the opportunity to come here and share my thoughts today. Well, I'm not a motivational speaker per se, but today I'll try to tell you something. I hope that you take something back with you. Maybe it helps you get through a day. Maybe it motivates you. But if not, today I'll have a storytelling session with all of you, and I'll just share a few of my stories and I'll share a few of my ideas. So, once again, thank you to IEM, and a huge thank you to TEDx for this wonderful platform. And thank you to all the people here today. Thank you to the cameras for taking our stories to various parts of this world. So, starting with my journey, I grew up in an atmosphere which had theater, which had performance, which had creativity wrapped around it that I could never think of anything else. So, my father, who's an actor, I have grown up watching him on stage, I've grown up watching him on screen. And most importantly, what I have seen in my family, in everything around me, in my environment, is that there were so many people that creative artists used to work with. There were people from all walks of life, and they had their own stories. So there were so many stories surrounding me when I was growing up that maybe somehow I wanted to be a storyteller. It started with a fancy dress competition in my third standard. I wanted to go as a police officer because my father used to play a lot of police characters back then. And I got a costume and I dressed up like a policeman, and I won a prize for. I probably won the first prize in that fancy dress competition, or go as you like. And I think my journey with stories probably started from then. In even smaller classes, when I was just a nursery student, I used to take part in storytelling competitions, and I used to, take out fables, take out stories from popular children's tales, and I used to narrate them in front of an audience. So that is how my storytelling journey started, and I somehow within me knew that maybe this storytelling will uh, take me somewhere. This storytelling will lead me to greater places, but I never knew where. And this interest in me, I am very grateful to my parents and to my family that they saw this interest in me and they tried to nurture it. They did not try to force anything. They did not try to pressurize me that you need to finish this, you need to do that, you need to do this. But something that I still carry with myself is that my father, my mother, my grandma, she was still alive back then, they used to focus on one thing. They used to say that whatever you do, do with your 110%. Whatever you do, don't be unfaithful towards your craft, or whatever you're involved in, give it 100%. And whatever you invest today, you will get as a return. And my father used to explain it in banking terms that whatever is your principal amount, with interest, with simple interest, with compound interest, you will get that back. So I always thought that it is my hard work, it is my passion, and it is the vision that I have to tell stories. It is that imagination that I have in me which will maybe help me tell stories. And one more thing, which my parents, which my family, which my guru Chandan Sen, they all have taught me, is that never ever insult anybody's journey. No matter where you belong, no matter where you come from, everybody is coming from some other place where they have stories to tell. So my job on this side of the camera or on that side of the camera is my job is to basically tell everybody's stories. So respect everyone's stories and think of those stories as your own stories, and then you can become a storyteller. So I started off as a theater actor. I was still 4.5, 5 years old when I started working in theaters. My first play was a heavy one. It was Utpal Dotto's play called Shurjo Shikar, and I started with that. But I never realized that what I was getting into. You know, the stage, the lights, the cameras which I'm facing, I used to face when I was all of 4.5, 5 years of age. But I used to love that adrenaline rush. I used to love watching people get into costumes, do their makeups, and then the curtains open, and there are 300, 500, 700 people in front of you. I love doing it. Then I started working in theaters more professionally. I have always received a lot of love, a lot of care from my theater group called Natto Anon, and they have always looked at me as their child collectively. So I was not just Shantilal Mukherjee's son there, I was not just Deepthi Mukherjee's son there, I was everybody's child, and I was that actor who is their in-house actor. It was like I was Natto Anon's Rwitobroto. So that is some identity and that is some love and care I have received from so many of my comrades, that I have learned to work collectively. Then, on one fine morning in 2010, I got an audition call from a Hindi film called Kahani, which was starring Vidya Balan. And I had no clue about what is going on because I was in awe of Vidya Balan. I was already a fan from Bhool Bhulaiya. And then I thought, oh, maybe I have a chance to audition for this film. And if I get selected, I'll be working alongside Vidya Balan. And then there I was again all of 10 years of age when I auditioned for the film Kahani, and I was selected for the role of running hot water Vishnu, and thus started my work with the camera. Before that, I had worked in a small serial with which was a one day shoot, but that was all for fun. But this was my first professional work, and till today, I am extremely grateful to the universe for giving me Kahani as my first film. I still believe it's one of the most intense Indian thrillers ever made till date. And it had so much of Kolkata. It had so much of the city I grew up in, I was born and I love, that I think Kahani still is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me. So with Kahani and with Running Hot Water Vishnu, I found my voice to tell stories and I found my place to start imagining things. And after a few years, back in 2013, just 1 year after Kahani released in 2012, I got another opportunity to star in a film called Open to Bioscope. And I saw that a lot of my friends, we were the same age, we were gonna work together and we were gonna have some fun. So the shoot was a picnic. Every day all of us, we were hardly 13, 14, 15 years of age back then. All of us used to go and we used to shoot, but I never knew that Open to Bioscope was going to turn out to be a cult classic. Everywhere I go, till today, till this morning, even people talk about Open to Bioscope, and I feel so grateful that I was part of two such films. My film debut and my Bengali film debuts have been such great opportunities where I could reach so many people. And isn't that what I wanted to do from the very beginning? I wanted to tell stories and I wanted to be part of stories. And that is what I still am. I am that kid you would see around the block who is crazy about making stories. I am still that kid who is crazy about watching a film, who's crazy about talking about films, about watching a theater, about reading a book, about listening to some music, about watching a dance performance, about doing a painting. I am that kid who's still very excited. Maybe I'm a little quieter now. I don't show my excitement on my face, but whenever you're talking about a film, know that I am intrigued, I am interested, I am invested, because that is what I do. And then I wanted to move into direction for the longest time. I thought that my storytelling, this bug within me, this has to go somewhere other than performance. I wanted to work with more and more people. I wanted to work with people from all walks of life. Then I started directing. Again, an unbelievable story maybe, but I was 13 years of age when I first wrote my uh, wrote my first original play, but it was adapted from a story by Shunil Gangopadhyay. I worked with all the friends from my locality, and we staged it in our locality during the Durga Puja, during the Kali Puja, and it was a success. And again, my parents, my family, all my mentors, they saw this bug within me and they helped me, and slowly started my direction journey. I kept on directing, I kept on writing stories, I kept on writing plays, I kept on writing short films. And when I was 15 years of age, I made my first short film called Bumper. And again, with the friends I had, and I made from the film Open to Bioscope, I made a film called Bumper. And in 2017, it was selected at the Kolkata International Film Festival. It went to many prestigious festivals, including a film festival in Bristol. And that was one of the prime milestones in my life for storytelling. I kept on directing, I kept on writing, and slowly I found places where I could tell my stories, the theaters, the films. And now I have also ventured out into producing and writing and directing, also parallelly with acting. I have ventured out into advertisements, corporate films, brand films, and I have formed a small company with my friends, with other wonderful creative people, writers, cinematographers, editors, post production houses. And we are on a journey to make our advertisements. We are making brand films, corporate films. And for that, this year has been great. We have been making a lot of content, which I think people will like. But I do like to stay, in this respect, I would like to stay behind the camera, and I will like these stories to reach you. And this storytelling bug in me, which I was talking about from the very beginning, has been something that has, been moving in my head since I was a kid. And it still moves today. Right now, when I'm talking to you, I am thinking of which stories to tell, what stories to tell. And there I have something, a belief which you can take with yourself, is that never stop imagining. Every waking moment of your life, even in your dreams, keep imagining. Keep thinking, what is the story? If you're going through the street and you see an open window and you see a little kid in front of that window painting a picture, try to imagine what that kid is doing. Why can't we make a story from that kid's story? That is something that moves me. That is something that I want to do for the rest of my life, and that is something I want to gift you as our culture, as our stories that encompass our culture. And here in Kolkata, here in West Bengal, we have something so rich. We have so many creative minds here in Kolkata. Every day when I walk into the theater halls, I walk into the art galleries, I walk into music concert halls, I see so much creativity out there. The work so many people do in Kolkata is unbelievable. Today, all of you who are present here, you will be doing so much more work, and you will be contributing to the society, you will be working for the society. But always do remember that it is people. We work for people, we work with people, and without friends, without family, without people, without our audience, we would be nothing. Today I would not have been on this stage, or on any stage for that matter, if it hadn't been for you, if it hadn't been for all the people who watch us, who listen to us, who are listening to us right now. And our job is to tell stories with honesty. Today, here at TEDx and IEM's wonderful platform, one thought I would like to leave you with is that reimagine everything in a way that includes honesty in your heart. Honesty and the truth you have within yourself is the key to telling stories, is the key to doing any work you are involved with. Whatever your craft is, whichever line of work you are into, whichever field you are into, I think the biggest field all of us are on is the field of humanity. And in that field, wherever you see people, their voices are suppressed, their stories are not being told, it is our job to go there and make their stories being heard. That is the first thing I believe my job would be as a citizen and as a storyteller, to make people tell their stories, to propagate their stories. And this bug in me will never quieten. But this bug in me, at least when I go to sleep at night, when I am by myself, maybe I can make that bug in my brain, that storyteller bug in my brain happy by saying that at least in this field of humanity, whatever we did today, we did with honesty. With a 120% of honesty in me, I can do whatever I want. But in this field of humanity, whichever course we choose, I think it is our job to just raise your hand and say that don't walk alone. You don't need to walk alone. We are always there. These are troubling times, these are difficult times. And I think every generation, every century goes through a difficult time. Every year we live in, it gets more difficult. But one thing I believe in still today is that reimagine everything with honesty. Reimagine friendships, reimagine families, reimagine, you know, the relationship with you share with your colleagues, your acquaintances. And I think at the end of everything, I don't know what will be included in history and what will not be, but I think every one of us, we want to leave this world with the thought that other people, when they talk about us with a smile. This is all I want. Maybe people won't remember me, maybe people won't remember a lot of things, maybe people won't remember history, maybe history will be rewritten, but I want one thing from the very core of my heart, is that whenever people talk about me, they talk about me with a smile, that I could bring a smile on their faces. And to all of you I say, you never know the power of a smile. You never know the impression you're going to leave on somebody. You never know how you can influence somebody's life. So keep exchanging smiles, keep exchanging handshakes. Whenever somebody is in a problem, just put your hand out. You never know how long this can go. And if you can put a smile on your face, I think that story will take you a long way. And if I can do that, do let me know, because I love being known for happy moments. If I ever made you happy, do let me know. I am very grateful to all of you. I'm grateful to this universe for this wonderful platform. And I'm grateful to all the people who have brought me on this stage. Keep showering your love on us, keep showering your blessings, keep watching our performances, keep showing up to performances. And thank you once again to TEDx and IEM for this wonderful, wonderful platform. Thank you to all of you for watching, coming out, and thanks to everybody who's behind the camera who have made this show possible. I hope to see you once again with more stories. Thank you so much.